What vegetables can you plant in June for your allotment and garden? Now, a lot of people will have started all the seeds off in March time, but you can start a lot of seeds off in June to get crops later on in the season and get some delicious vegetables. Welcome to Gardening with Ben. We're going to talk about what vegetables can be sown in June this month. So, you're wanting, a lot of them need to be like fast growing vegetables, ones that will get harvested around September, October time. So the vegetables that we can sow this month are beetroot, absolutely delicious beetroot. I put mine in the air fryer for the first time last year and had them as chips. So if you've not tried beetroot as chips, try that. I've got a chipping machine where you just pop them in, chips them and then cook them in the air fryer. Absolutely delicious. Next up is carrots. Obviously carrots need to be grown in special soil, not stony soil, or they'll fork. I've never had luck growing carrots, so I can't give tips on carrots unfortunately, but have a go at growing some carrots. Next up are French beans. Now you can get sowing more French beans if you've got some in already. Start some off now for a successional growing, and you'll be harvesting them later on in the year after the ones that are ready, pretty much soon-ish. So yeah, get some French beans in. Next up is runner beans. Now a lot of people have started them beginning of May time and they're probably up to the tops of the canes near enough already, but if you're wanting a later harvest and to keep that harvest growing, get some more in now and get some growing. Use a bed that you've had for like your garlic or your winter onions. Use that space wisely and get some more runner beans in. Next up are courgettes. Now only plant a few plants because they do produce a lot and you'll end up giving loads away and be inundated with courgettes. Once you get them growing, they are fantastic vegetables to grow. So if you've not started some courgettes, start them off now. Pumpkins and squash. Now obviously pumpkins needed to be planted around March time to get some nice big ones, but if you've not got some pumpkins in, get some in now, and they won't be massive, but you might get a good crop from them. A nice decent small size pumpkin for November. Next up is radish, one of the fastest growing vegetables out there with great rewards from it, and it's a space saver. If you're wanting to fill space in, sow some radish and you will be harvesting them within 6 to 10 weeks. So put some radish in, fill them spaces up, and the seeds are really cheap for radish as well. So get some sown and get some in. Next up is turnips. Now turnips are a winter veg. They will be ready around winter time, and again they'll fill a bed which you've used already for like your garlic or your winter onions. So if you're harvesting them, get some more seeds in, get them growing, and you will be harvesting them towards the end of the year. Next up is lettuce. Now lettuce grows fast. Once we get this warm weather, they will grow fast. So if you've got some lettuce in already, sow some more and you can plant it where you'll be harvesting the lettuce from that you've got in at the moment, or you can fill gaps in between other plants like your sweet corn and stuff like that. Fill the gaps in and get some lettuce growing. Next up is spinach. Who wants to be like Popeye? I certainly do. If you want to be like Popeye, grow some spinach and get some of that growing, and you can just keep picking it as and when you need to harvest some. Next up is kale, another winter vegetable that can tolerate the winter climates. So if you're wanting to be harvesting stuff throughout the winter, get some kale in. There's plenty of varieties out there. There's green ones, there's purple ones, there's curly kale. There's lots of varieties of kale out there. Get some sown and you will be harvesting them through the winter. Next up is chard. Chard looks very similar to rhubarb, but a different sort of vegetable, and you can get some great rewards from it. So if you're wanting some chard, get some sown and you can get a harvest from it this year. Next up is spring onions. Again, another space filler, and you will get great rewards from it. Sow them in lines straight into the soil. No need to sow them in pots first. Get them sown straight into the ground, water them, and you will be harvesting spring onions later on in the year. Next up is peas. June is the last month to be sowing your peas. So if you're wanting another crop or a later crop of peas, get some in the ground now, get them growing, and you will be harvesting them later on in the year. And like I said, June's the last month for sowing your peas. So if you love peas like I do, get some in and get harvesting them peas. Who takes home the peas, or do you end up eating them all down at your allotment? I know I certainly do. And next up is sweet corn. If you've not got any sweet corn growing, get some in now as it's getting too late, and get it sown, and you will be harvesting that around middle of September to October. So if you're wanting your sweet corn, now is the time to be sowing it, as it's coming to an end to sowing it, to getting them great rewards from it. And sweet corn is one of the best things that you can grow. So that is everything that you can sow in June. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do give us a follow to stay up to date with all our allotment videos. Until next time everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben everyone.